Hello, internet. Just going through all my old stuff. My mum in my mum and dad's garage. Um, life's funny, innit? And its challenges. Feel pretty tired. I'm not gonna lie. Oh god, last night we get targeted by fucking gangsters again. We got targeted in Spain by Moroccan gangsters, and it's happening in Morrington as well, which is annoying. Called them out last night. What they do is they wait outside your house and they sort of watch your movements and stuff like that. So, fortunately, I was, please God, I'm a little bit more savvy to it now and sort of was able to handle it and just be like, I just opened the window, opened the blind, and they saw me, and I was like, "Can I help you? You've got to be, you can't go in full guns blazing in those type of situations. You've got to try and be pragmatic, but it is shit because you just don't want to feel unsafe in your house for a couple of break-in attempts. So I'm going to get a wall put in. Oh, look at this picture of me and Johnny. I love this picture. Look at that fine young steeds right there. Look at that tan. That's Big Jonga. He's an absolute legend. Very, very clever, good guy. So dealing with that, I'm gonna have to get a wall put up, which is gonna rinse my money, but I'll make more money. Money's coming in. I'm in the energy to attract it. I know it's coming. I'm working on loads of cool ideas, and I know it's coming in. I think that's the key. You gotta be in the energy to let it come to you. But yeah, just go through some old stuff. Should I show some of my old stuff? Let's do that. This book is from the Harvard MBA Business School reading list. And it talks about all the people that are super successful always go through shit at the beginning. So that's good. Feel a bit like that myself at times. What else have we got? Got the old stereo from my car. I swapped it out and put Apple Play in it. That's something that I want to do with the cars. I love Toyota RAV4s, so I want to kind of maybe use it because they're built well. So I maybe want to use a creative thing like colourful customizations. That's kind of where my head's going, but it's very difficult to make money in cars. What else have we got? What's this? That is a LeBron James. There's loads of stuff here that doesn't fit me. That is a LeBron James thing. I wonder if that fits me now. Nah, it won't, not yet. What else we got? Got a dog. See the dog? Got a dog. What else? This is my old school book. I've actually got, I'm in here somewhere, I've highlighted it. I've actually got the certificate from when I finished second in England in the 4x100 metre relay. This was a very posh school at the time, and I felt very abused. They really fucked me over. However, it's not good to be in the victim mindset because that's not attracting in. What I want to attract in? Oh, here we are. Cheshire Athletics, Warrington. The following pupils won their events and became Mid-Cheshire individual champion and were selected to compete for the area in the county championships at Macclesfield. Junior boys. Adam Dow. The following competitors came third in their events. The 100 metres. The following competitors came second in their events. Oh wait, this isn't. Whoa! Let's go back a bit. So it goes. It's Mid Cheshire, and then it goes to North. Look, in the North Championships. As you probably realise by now, the sporting fixtures had a slight change. We no longer classed as the Northwest, but now as the bigger and better North. This of course means that the schools are involved with greater competition, and as a result the Grange school teams left that Friday morning with a little apprehension of what to expect. The day started dry, and after a sluggish start to some events, the competitors started to run to spelt wrong, in a few first, second, and third places. In a number of events, a few red shirts started to beat the Grange, and we had some worried faces. At the end of the day, the whole championships finished with the relay teams, and all teams had qualified from the heats in the morning. They were always a source of excitement, and these races were no exception. All of the girls' teams won, and the boys won. The pre-juniors were edged out to second place in the juniors and interns. It was a close call for the line judges. When we had all settled down, the presentations began, and they went through each section. To our delight, we had secured victory in all sections. So I came third in the 100 in the Norths, and I came second under 15 boys in the long jump. So that year wasn't the year that I got to the Nationals then. That was under 15, that was just before I got kicked out. So it would have been a year before that. I wonder if I've got that one. Oh, look at that fine young steed in there as well. Whoa, check him out. Yes, lads. They were actually going to make me captain. So the following year, they were going to amalgamate. This is what I told the week before they kicked me out. They were going to amalgamate the year 10 and year 11 rugby team and make me captain. So I'd sorted myself out. I was still on report, but I was actually enjoying being on report because it meant I was focused. I had a steady girlfriend. Yeah, I was turning it around, and then I basically got fucked. Some teachers, anyway, didn't like me, threw me under the bus. What else have we got? Oh shit! There's a pizza. There's some of the wood to make pizza on a wood fire. That's what I'm actually looking for. That's cool. The wood fire pizza thing. Check this out. I appreciate that not being in the video right now is possibly somewhat poor content. But yeah, look at this. That is an original. Told you it's original. The glue's gone on the screen. That is an original Game Boy from the early 90s or mid 90s. I used to play Super Mario on this. That's cool, isn't it? What other rubbish I forgot? So this is one of those things, my mum always keeps hold of stuff, and while it does present some frustration, it was also very cool to go through and do this every now and again. You should see in the loft. The loft's got some mad stuff. There's a moss ring. We were selling moss rings last Christmas. Might be something like take up, because if we're in August now, we really need to be, if you're thinking about doing a business, we really need to think about doing something for Christmas or next spring, really. So get those hips twisted. Oh, bam, 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 bam. Gonna box someone's head off soon. What else have we got? Well, surprisingly in a good mood considering last night. What else have we got? Got some DVDs, got loads of old football shirts. I'll show you the football shirts. I'll just pick them at random. What have we got here? We've got Scotland. I didn't pick that one at random. The Flower of Scotland. I'd love the opportunity to be able to sing that one time. And then we've got Higuain shirt. I'm holding on to these. They need a wash, actually. Yeah, I've got some cool football shirts. I've got a huge collection of football shirts. Look, most of them are fakes now, though, because I realised that, what does that even mean, fake? It's just rubbish. Why would anyone want to pay, especially with the classic ones now, for a second-hand shirt that's going to be like 100 quid, 120 quid, especially when it's to go out boozing usually. You want to you don't want to pay all that money, and people don't even have all that money. So I did start selling the fake ones, because what is fake really? Who decides that? Who says that a fake is better than not? It's exactly the same and it's way cheaper. We've just been driven into this mindset that that's not okay. But it's like, for who and why? Also, the premium brands want it because it pushes up the scarcity, the demand, the je ne sais quoi. That's why Gucci allow it. They don't go after the fakers. But with the football shirts, man, it's like, why would you pay 100, especially with classic football shirts? They rip people off because they were the first movers in the market years ago, and they just dictate the prices, and it's not fair because it also drives the other lads that sell the football shirts. It drives them out. You can't compete, which is what happened to me. But to be fair, I didn't actually nail down getting a supplier. But it's like, especially in business, if you want to run a successful business, one of the things you have to look about is not being too reliant on any. I've spoken about this before. Too reliant on any one supplier. So if I'm having to go and source shirts from loads of different mad places, firstly, it's incredibly time consuming. Secondly, you can't build a business on that really, unless you're doing it wide scale like classic football shirts do. So you don't want to. You want to have a number of suppliers that, so you don't have your price dictated to. And speaking of which, talking about suppliers, that is the first run of caps that I did for my clothing brand in 2013, and that is in Ibiza. And that was the best business idea that I implemented. And because I was hanging around with some very cool people at the time, that wasn't cool necessarily. It was good in Ibiza because it was very Ibiza vibes, but afterwards I remember getting like smirked at, or someone smirked at my designs or something, and I took it really personally. I was like, right, I've got to do it well cool now. And I went like blacks and greys, and like people were not buying they weren't buying the brand. No one knew the brand. They were buying the design. So what else have we got? Picture from my first boxing fight when I got filled in. Look at him there. Got a belly on him. Still got a belly on me. That was fighting at heavyweight. Oh man, that guy destroyed me. I can still picture his face. It was actually very traumatic. I wasn't ready. That's the thing with white collar boxing. You're not ready, really. They don't care. You want to be going to a good amateur club, get settled, get good people around you, and then take it step by step. I was just like deep end, which, to be fair, I might do again because I want to fight. I want to show what I can do. Sweet science, martial art. Like it's not everyone thinks that. Not everyone considers boxing to be a blood sport. Like that's the side of it where I think why it doesn't get government grants more, because it can encourage, violence. Like there's always fights in the crowds and stuff, but at the same time, like if everybody did it, like that discipline, that keeping up the motivation, that group ethic, honor, discipline, like the martial arts thing, if everybody did it, the world would be a better place. Because actually, after you get over the crest of like learning how to fight and wanting to fight, you actually just feel more settled in general life because you're less worried about physical confrontation. You don't go looking for it, but if it comes to you, you can handle it, and then that makes you want to do it less. In my case, anyway. And also, I don't go out and get drunk anymore, which helps. What this shit have I got here? Oh, this shirt. Oh yeah, man. I use the dogs, doodahs, and this in Ibiza. Yes. I wouldn't be able to fit in that now. I love this shirt. It is large. Let's see what we got. I'm more large now than I was then. That's the only thing. Large is typically too small for me now. Oh, it's a bit tight. It's around belly usually, and I think it's a bit too tight. Yes, too tight. Such a good time with the shirt. And too good of a time since, apparently. To be fair, I do. So eating has been a survival mechanism for me. Just like dopamine hits, like it's survival, man. I realised that cigarettes and chocolate were the things that were making my existence bearable. So, oh man, if I was less considered and more reckless now, and I was like spouting off everything that had happened to me, like properly though, and like sharing full details and like not doing that froward mouth thing that the Bible says, like don't gossip and don't share about other people. If I was just like like the old me, and I had all this shit going on, and I was like feeling more confident, and I shared it all on the internet, like everyone would be like, "What the fuck?" I've shared bits, but I'm always respectful when I do it, because I know the difference between. I feel like I know the difference between right and wrong, and to share and gossip and that, I always feel like it's morally unsound, so I don't do it. But if you knew what I've been going down to the full extent, flipping heck. Yeah, man. But it's not the right thing to do to talk shit. What other books have we got? I've not read this one. The Pilgrim's Progress. I did start reading this a bit, but it was too slow for me. I like the oldie worldy English though. That's why I like reading the version of the Bible that I've got. I don't read as much anymore because I just found like I always do stuff to a level when I feel like I've got enough, and then I'm like, okay, well I feel comfortable with that. I don't need to necessarily go back to it all the time. Yeah, but the Bible, man, the Bible saved my life. Honestly, after I found out about my abuse, I just doubled down on it because it was the only thing that I had, apart from the dogs. All that I had, like you just have to put your faith in God and just be like, this is gonna get better. This is gonna get better. This is gonna get better, and like finding the solace and life lessons that are in there. Yeah, man, kept me alive. Kept me alive. I'm gonna show one more thing, and then I'm gonna start. What have we got? Oh, this is cool. This is from 2005. Come on, look. Covered in cobwebs. Yes. Big Ad. Wasn't so big back then. Ad, yeah. I used to love being called Ad. That was my nickname at school, at my second school after I got booted out from the other one. Everyone just always called me Dow. There you go. Oh man, I had the best friend of my life really, or top two. Miles, when I was wearing this shirt. Oh man, that year was so good because I got so badly done over by my school. I was like not in a good place, and that's ended up what threw me off the rails really was, well, that and other things, and not finding ways to express them or even deal with them or even know what they were, to be fair. But that year at Mostyn House in Parkgate on the Wirral, it was like a little piece of heaven for me. Loved it. I was only there for a year. It was GCSE year, so it was like 8 months. But man, it saved my life as well. I've got such in my heart, that place. Saved my life, really, in a sense, because I needed to feel loved. I needed to feel special. I needed to feel confident. I needed to build myself back up after what had happened, and because I was so athletic and stuff, it was like I was in top sets for everything. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Really, 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 really appreciate that. Grateful for that. So it's very much in my heart, that place. Some of my dad's art, but I'm looking for the pizza maker, to be honest. I don't know where it is. I want to make a pizza. I want to make a pizza out of my caravan, I think, maybe. Do like a caravan pizza thing. Should I show you my caravan? Show you my caravan, then I'll dart, then I'll shoot, then I'll get off. Check this bad boy out. 70s retro caravan. Yeah. Cool, isn't it? Well, I really like it. Proper retro 70s caravan. Done up, restored. So I may try and make this into like a pizza thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, anyone that got this far. I would say like and subscribe and all that stuff, but I'm actually not bothered. It's more just for a log of life. I look back on. I'm pretty sure it'll be quite useful in the future. But right now, I don't really care about like getting followers and people on it, because it's just, I don't know, maybe that's the wrong reason to do something. Anyway, over and out.